Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. How are we doing this morning? Been a busy morning for me already. I got up, got mom out of bed, got mom and dad's breakfast, fed the cat, had a little bit of coffee, and thought I would throw on a YouTube video before my sister got out of bed. We're expecting the nurses to come pretty soon to give mom um, her shower and get her all dressed. She's got a wicked wound on her bottom that we've been trying to heal that it's just not healing, so we're kind of worried about that. Anyway, I just got a couple of things I wanted to show you this morning. The first thing is I had told you that Keith wrote a book and that I would share that book with you. So the book says, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." Back to the Bible by Keith Hamill. Let me hold it up like this. And it's a really good book. I mean, it actually tells you how you should worship God, and it actually explains um, from the Bible. He takes everything from the New King James, right from the Bible. He doesn't do any of his own opinions because he doesn't believe in that. And the table of contents is about the beginning. Where did religion come from? Well, that's a really good question. And I think he covers that very well. And the origin of religion. And God gave Jesus a power to teach. Now it's our time to listen. And what about the Bible? What does it mean to be imitators of God? What about baptism, Sunday worship, and individual worship? And then there's a conclusion. So I was part of this book actually because I typed it up for him as he wrote it and helped him put it into more of a story type setting because it was kind of hard for him to do that. So that's what we did. And it kind of opened up my eyes to a lot of things in the Bible that people are missing. Like, there's two types of worship. One is what you do on Sunday worship, and it tells you in the Bible, step by step, how to actually worship Him on Sundays. And then also, you worship Him every day in your own way. And, a lot of people don't do that. And baptism. You ever think about baptism? My question to you guys is this. I know that you could say the prayer to have Jesus come into your heart. But is it important to be baptized? Write in the comments of what you think, because I'm curious. Every religion is different out there. And what do you think about baptism? Do you think it's important that you get baptized in order to be put in the book of life? Or do you think all you need to do is say the prayer and he'll come into your heart? I really would like to know you guys' opinion, and then I can give you my opinion afterwards and explain to you where I'm coming from. Um, so that's one of the things in this book that would be kind of cool to talk about. If you're interested, leave a comment. That would be awesome. If you're not interested, that's fine too. We all have our different beliefs and things we want to talk about. Now, let's talk about another subject. I got a couple temu orders come in, and there's two things that I absolutely love. I don't have prices because I'm not really a show you what I hauled channel, but I got this beautiful ring on Temu. See if I can get it up there for you guys to see. It's very thick and it's very beautiful. And I'm very happy with my purchase. And if I don't buy nothing over 20 bucks unless it's like furniture or something. So obviously that's not that expensive. And also, I got this new pocketbook. It's like a wool pocketbook, and it's got this cute little fuzzy guy on it here. The inside is just one little pouch basically and open, and it's soft, and I don't know, I don't know, I just like it. It makes me feel good when I have it. That's about it on that. So I've been thinking about channels names, and I've come up with a few, and not quite sure how they sound. Actually, they kind of sound kind of corny, but hey, I'm kind of corny anyway. um Something about I um like my mind in music, Velma's mind in music, or something like that, or because a lot of the music that I do is something that is on my heart or on my mind, or I think, what can I write that's funny and about Maine, since I am a mainah. Um, and so, but I also want to talk about religion. I want to talk about what I get on temu. I want to talk about my mom and my dad, the life that we live here, all kinds of things. So I thought like babbling and dabbling, but dabbling means more. When I look up dabbling, it means things that I don't even want to be, tied to. So, but I do babble a lot. So it could be a babbling channel, is kind of what my description could be. Babbling into music or just, the babbling mainah, something that nobody else has. But anyway, I did do a new video, but it went on shorts and not on my video. So I don't know why it did that, and I don't know how to fix it. I'm still learning all this technical stuff, but it's kind of fun. I have fun doing it. My new microphone, though, is coming from Temu, so hopefully I don't have to, other than cranking up the television, because I have to crank it up when I want to listen to myself, which is kind of creepy listening to yourself and watching yourself, because then it's like, oh, well, her eye's crooked here. She put her lip up there. Like my sister says, like when you talk like this all the time. Your lip is always going out. That's how my sister says that I talk. So a little self-confidence on that because she just likes to point out things that, you know, not good for me. But, whatever. That's just her. She's your sister, and that's just what they do. And it's like I like to look at this and not look up at the camera. I look up at the camera, I feel like it's weird. But if I look straight ahead, I feel like, hey, I'm talking to you, but then it doesn't look like I'm talking to you. So anyway, all kinds of things I gotta get used to. I'm gonna come up with some more song content. It'd be nice if you could like what I say. I guess I hear that if you like something, it helps you get more views or rhythm or push you closer. I don't know any of this stuff. And subscribers, I'd love to have more subscribers. Just subscribe just to give me numbers. That would be great. I would like to get monetized. Don't know if my content will get me monetized, but even if I got $50 a month, that would, pay my cell phone bill. So that would help a lot, because it kind of put my life on hold to take care of my parents. And I'm not upset about that because that's what, we're supposed to do. And I'm glad I'm doing it. I'm glad I had the opportunity to be home with my parents as long as I can. That way there's no regrets and everything. It'll be sad at the end, but at least I knew that I was there and did all that I could. And that's kind of what, life's all about. Do what you can for people. Share the love. I don't know what this world's coming to with all the hatred and the separation with politics. It's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, you just need to love one another and get along with one another and stuff. So, I guess that's really all I have to say. It's cold here in Maine today, but it's supposed to be good for a couple times. I don't have my littles today, so that's good because also besides watching mom and dad, we also take care of my little grandson who's now 11 months and 11 months? Can't be 11 months. No, he can't be. No, he wasn't born in the winter. Was he? No. Isn't that terrible? I forget June, July, August, September, November, December, January. He is 7 months, not 11 months. He's 7 months because I think he was born close to his pop-pop's birthday, I think. And then I got my little Mila, who is 5, and she's in preschool. And I get her, when she gets out of school. But yesterday there was no school, so I had both of them. And mom wasn't doing good, so it was kind of exhausting. But thank God my sister's here to help, does a lot, helps with laundry and gets supper and took on more we can chew and we offered to do the littles. But you know what? I wouldn't trade it for the world. He is the most wonderful, precious little guy I have ever seen. So I'll I'll introduce him to you guys sometimes. He is just the sweetest. And my, she is just so, so busy. Busy, 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 busy. Zoom, zoom, zoom. But anyway, here's somebody coming. I think my sister's headed downstairs, so I'll get off the computer because she'll come behind me to get coffee, and she sees I'm on the computer, she's gonna freak because she's gonna be on the computer. She's not gonna want to be on there in her jammies, but she should get out of bed early, don't you think? Anyway, I will talk to you guys all later. Please comment so I can have a little bit of a discussion. Anything you want to know, just ask. You have any contents you want me to do, let me know. I'm going to look more names from my channel and I'm going to put that on there, and do a couple more songs and stuff. So thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate my subscribers. I haven't asked for money for what they call coffee or anything yet because I don't know anything about that. And, you know, you guys don't need to really support me that way. Well, it'd be nice. But anyway, I'm not asking you to support me that way. Just subscribe and just let me move up in the algorithms and whatever it is that we do. And have a good day, and I will talk to you guys later.